Hello， 大家好。
Hello， 大家好。
我是 Rebecca。
我是 Rebecca。
Okay, shall we start?
Okay. I don't remember.
Hello， 大家好。
Hello， 大家好。
我是 Rebecca。
我是 Rebecca。
我不是 Rebecca， 我是 Rosanna。
Yeah. What are you doing?
Hello， 大家好，欢迎回到我的频道。今天有一个特别来宾，今天要跟大家谈谈泛性恋这个议题。今天的影片我会在下面打中文字幕，所以大家不用担心，我待会会全程都只讲英文。So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you have been watching my videos, you might know me as Sha'ar or Little Rosanna, and I identify myself as a lesbian, and my pronouns are she and her. Today we have a very special guest. Ta-da! And little bit of introduction.
I'm Rebecca. I'm from Canada, and I identify as a pansexual or queer person. I use she, her pronouns, and yeah, hi.
I read some of your comments before, and some people really wanted to know about pansexuals. So today I invited my very special guest, and I have a list of questions that I think you might be interested, but if you have any more questions, you are very free and welcome to comment below, and I can ask my friend again. So yes, shall we start?
Yeah, let's do it.
And you're free to ask me anything or add on anything that's not in the list of the questions.
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay. So, first question. What was it like when you were trying to figure it out? Or like, when did you start to feel like you're not so straight?
Probably in high school. Grade 11 probably was like the year that I started was like, what is going on? I don't know, I spent most of my life like not caring about sexuality. I never felt certainly inclined to like boys or like girls. I was just like, oh yeah, everyone else likes boys, so I guess I'll like boys too.
Oops. Big mistake. No, just kidding. Super big mistakes.
You know, maybe. I'm stuck with that now. But in high school, I had made a lot of friends who were part of the LGBT community, and they all had they were like, yes, I was a lesbian. I knew I was a lesbian since I was 5 years old, and I was like, oh, really?
That girl beat me.
Yeah.
'Cause I knew when I was 7 years old.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, it's mind-blowing, to see, talk to people and them being like, yes, I knew who I liked at such a young age. When I was, in elementary school, I was like, I just was having fun.
Flowers!
Yeah!
Butterflies!
Yeah! Let's go on a swing! Yeah. I can do anything anyone else can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in high school, I was very confused. I was like, all my friends really know who they are and who they like, and I just I started thinking about do I really like just boys?
Someone bent you.
Oh yeah, I became a spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Okay. And I think I was in high school was my years of questioning and taking a lot of those online quizzes of are you gay?
Oh.
Am I gay? I got mostly bisexual though.
Oh.
Yeah, because I think at that time pansexual wasn't really talked about. It was lesbian, gay, straight, bisexual.
Until Miley Cyrus came out.
Yeah, Miley Cyrus came out. That was really exciting. Another really famous pansexual is Janelle I don't know, I just forgot her name.
I have no idea. Feel free to educate me.
She's a singer. Janelle. No, I know her first name's Janelle, and I forget her last name.
Okay.
Yeah. Whoops.
Oops.
Whoops. Yeah.
So I just thought of a question.
Yeah.
Many people might have questions about what is the difference between pansexual and bisexual.
You know, that's a very good question. They're quite similar, to be honest. Some people will get like all defensive and be like, no, I am bisexual, I am pansexual. But for me personally, I think they're quite similar. But the key difference between the two is bisexual is usually between two genders. Someone is sexually attracted to two genders. Traditionally, that is male and female. But it can be like female and non-binary, or male and non-binary. It doesn't matter. Well, pansexual, you're attracted to anyone. It doesn't matter their gender identity. You can be attracted to them. They could be non-binary, cisgendered, anything. It's fine. I think that's the biggest difference between the two. So for me, if someone calls me bisexual, it's not the end of the world for me. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. But yeah, I think those are the main differences. Pansexual is just like, you're sexually attracted to anyone. It doesn't matter.
You can be attracted to also transgender people?
Yeah, transgender. There's so many different non-binaries. I don't even know them all, but yeah, or just like, or cisgendered people. So yeah, or intersex people.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready for the second question?
Sure.
Okay. So, what do you think was the biggest challenge during that time in your high school?
I think the biggest challenge was, I think, like, just accepting that you might not be straight. And also, like, just accepting that it's okay to not know right away. Because I didn't figure out I was pansexual until after I graduated high school, or like a year after I graduated. So it was kind of like during high school, it was like the challenge of figuring out yourself, and also coming to realize you don't need to figure out yourself.
Did you have any crushes in high school that might be the same sex?
Yeah, I had one.
Uh-huh.
It was like with my closest friend.
Okay. So it was like, what is going on?
Yeah, it was weird. And I was like, wait, what? And then they also, like, they transitioned from identifying as female to identifying as non-binary too. But I still felt the same level of, like, attraction to them. So it was kind of like, so maybe I'm not bisexual? Maybe I'm not. It was just really confusing. Honestly, I think high school I just went by saying that I was a unicorn instead of identifying as straight or gay or anything.
That's a very cute identification.
Yeah.
Also, if I can add on, I only know that many of my bisexual friends, they started to figure out they're not so straight in college.
Yeah.
So I think compared to, I went to like a LGBTQA information session in Taipei, and then they asked, like, it was like with parents, like you can bring your parents there, and then they're like, oh, so when did you know? And most super gay and super lesbian people, a lot of them knew it when they were very little.
Yeah.
But of course you can also not know until college, because I recently know a friend, like, she just found out at age 30-ish. Yeah, so
I think for people who don't land on like straight, 100% straight, or practically 100% lesbian or gay, like everyone who's sort of in between the two, is kind of really hard to figure ourselves out, right? It takes longer because it's like, yeah, you know, we fit into society's norms. We could be straight, sure. But there's just like that little feeling that's like, what if?
This is when queer. I'm not good with dramatic effect with videos, so I'm creating one.
Beautiful.
Okay. So during high school, when you were trying to figure it out, Did your parents ever get into the picture or
No.
college?
Honestly, my mom didn't know until like last year. Yeah, my mom had no idea, absolutely none. But I knew she was very supportive, and I was very lucky because she is an artist. She was very accepting of the LGBTQ community, so I knew when I did figure it out, it was a safe place to come out. I think if you are a young person who's still living with your parents, and you think it's unsafe to come out to them, do not come out to them. Whatever you do not tell them.
Don't!
Do not tell them. You don't have to ever tell them. But like, if you do tell them after you are financially independent.
I will agree on that.
Yeah.
It's very sad that you have to try to be straight, but you feel so much freedom after you are financially independent.
Yeah.
Or at least like you don't live with your family anymore.
Yeah, like
So
once you get out of that house, so much freedom.
So last question. Do you have any words for someone who's trying to figure themselves out, or someone who could be potentially pansexual?
Yeah. Don't take it too seriously. Just enjoy yourself. Enjoy the journey of figuring it out. I know it's very stressful if you're trying to figure out who you are at the moment, because it's like, especially as a teenager, if you're a teenager or a young person, you feel like you need to know, you need to figure yourself out now. But that's not the case. You don't have to put a label to it. If you feel like, oh yeah, maybe I like girls, maybe I don't, maybe I do, I don't know, that's fine. Just it's okay. Just be okay with questioning your own sexual identity or your gender identity, whatever you want. Yeah, us people in between the straights and the gays are great.
You can
and that's okay.
Sit back, drink some bubble tea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or just drink some water.
You're so much healthier than I am. Lastly, before we end this video, do you have anything you want to add?
Oh yeah, definitely. Remember to stay you. I think that's super important. Just be uniquely you, and whether that be that you're a unicorn. You know, unicorns be great.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for sharing so much. Yes, I think it's gonna be great for many people who are questioning about pansexual. And if you're interested in my videos, 那我们下次见。